The South Florida Bulls are going to be facing off against the Charlotte 49ers. In my power rankings, the best team in the power rankings for the AAC are facing off against the worst team. Now, you may think, well, what's it matter? Why cover it? Whatever. Well, number one, South Florida is having a season that they need every win. Even though they lost to Miami the way that they did, they should still be in the running to for that college football playoff spot. They are, in a lot of people's opinion, the best team in the group of five or group of six, however you want to call it. Now, Charlotte is having a bad season because Tim Albin is attempting to get this team into a winning mindset, and he's having to change a lot. He lost to App State 34-11. That's an in-state thing. North Carolina, another in-state game, 20-3. Lost to Rice 28-17. His offense is showing a little bit of life, and he was able to beat Monmouth 42-35. And as for South Florida, I mean, you're looking at a team that beat Boise State, beat Florida, beat South Carolina State better than South Carolina was. That South Carolina team was led by Lenore Sellers and lost, unfortunately, kind of badly to a Miami team that some are saying should be the number one team in the nation. Now, why it matters is because South Florida could sleep on this game because Tim Albin has not been able to get good offense going, has not been able to utilize his players in a way that can get them towards what he did at Ohio in the previous seasons. Now, is he eventually going to be able to? Yes. But Charlotte right now is not there. But Connor Harrell is a good quarterback, and he's got some good players there. So they can make some differences. So South Florida cannot sleep on this game. Also, if you like you some college football, if you like you some group of five football, hit like and subscribe. I have already determined I'm going to quit covering professional sports. I'm tired of professional sports. I'm still going to cover the Olympics when it matters, but I'm going to focus on college sports. This is one of the two primary sports I'm going to cover. And so hit like and subscribe. You'll hear all kinds of interesting things. Now, let's get into this story. Hey folks, this is Paul with Redneck Sports. I want to thank you for viewing my video. And I want to give you one thought process. There was a famous coach at the University of Tennessee by the name of General Robert Neyland. He had 6 maxims, but number 2 maxim is what everybody should apply to their life. Play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That's how to live your life right there. Now, let's cover the 49ers. Tim Albin has gotten in like Connor Harrell. Connor Harrell came from North Carolina. He's got some experience on a bigger scale, but not as much. Connor Harrell is 64 of 96, 737 yards through the air, and he's got 4 TDs, 2 interceptions though. Been sacked twice, not bad. But Grayson Loftus, his backup, 23 of 44, 296 yards through the air, meaning that they've got 1,033 through the air. Got a touchdown, but he's also got 2 interceptions and been sacked 6 times, which is not good. 8 sacks, not necessarily good luck. They've thrown 5 touchdowns through the air. Here's where they need to improve and probably what Tim Albin is working to improve. Rod Gainey Jr., leading rusher, has got 31 carries, 145 yards, got a touchdown. Connor Harrell, the quarterback, 28 of 67, 2 touchdowns. They've only got 3 touchdowns rushing, but they've got a CJ Stokes at 95 yards on 35 carries, but not been able to get through to that to get a touchdown. Now, Rod Gainey Jr.'s got 37 yards, shows that he can do some damage there. Connor Harrell's got a 19-yarder. CJ Stokes got a 16-yarder. So this is where they need to improve at. And let me tell you something, they're going to work on it because Tim Alvin being a Maxion kind of guy, yeah, that's something he's going to want to work on. Now, EJ Mason is got 20 catches, 308 yards, 3 touchdowns. He's an important person you've got to watch. Jabin Nicholas, 22 catches, 270 yards, 1 touchdown. Now, EJ Mason's got a 62-yard long. Jabin Nicholas has got a 31-yard long. So those two are very scary. Also, outside of that, you've also got Joey Beams. He's got, and I like the name, Joey Beams, got 6 catches, 34 yards, 1 touchdown. 25-yarder from Gus McGee, a tight end. 47 from Justin Olson, wide receiver. Yeah, they're not getting to the end zone just yet. But Tim Alvin knows how to get there, knows what he needs to do to show these guys. They've got 353 yards on the ground, 1,033 through the air. They're just needing some breakthroughs. And that can get scary. Now, on defense, they've only been able to get 5 sacks in, only been able to get 7 pass deflections, no interceptions, 1-1 on forced fumbles and fumble recoveries. Yeah, they've got some tackling going on, but they can't get to the opposing side's quarterback. They can't deflect passes worth the flip, and they definitely can't catch interceptions. That is not good. This defense, I know that they're working on it. First year coach had a team that had been going badly. All of this. But think about this for a minute. You've got a quarterback that's throwing decently. Just got to watch the interceptions. You've got a few guys that can do some long plays. That's what you're seeing here. They've just not yet figured out how to break through. Tim Alvin is working to get them into this. Look out for that. While this can be a trap game, I'm not seeing it, but this is still a team that has, on the offensive side, is trying to figure out what they need to do. Now, for South Florida, you can't talk about South Florida and Alex Golish's team without talking about Byron Brown. Here's a man, 73 of 116, 62.9% completion rate, 983 yards through the air, 6 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He's been sacked 7 times. This offensive line is not holding him. This is a dream for any defensive line, even somewhat weak. Now, mind you, they've also played against 3 teams that are got studs working there. Lachlan Hewlett, not as good, but has thrown a touchdown. Now, rushing, unfortunately, Alvin Isaac has not gotten a touchdown, but he is at 121 yards with 21 carries. Now, Byron Brown has rushed for 2 touchdowns, 47 of 120. Sam Franklin, 12 of 110, got 2 touchdowns. Cortavius Norton's got a touchdown. Nakai Davenport, they've got 6 touchdowns on the ground, so they can ground and pound, even with an offensive line that doesn't want to hold. Through the air, they've got 7 touchdowns. 2 for Chaz Nimrod. Let me tell you something. I'm a Tennessee fanatic, and Chaz Nimrod is somebody that I was sad to see leave Tennessee. He is that good. He's 14 of 367, got a long of 55. Now, on the rushing, Sam Franklin's got a long of 54. Nakai Davenport's got a long of 43. So they know how to make some breakouts. Keshawn Singleton on the receiving side, 13 catches, 235 yards, 66-yard long run, 2 touchdowns. And they got a few guys that have done some other good ones. They got 7 touchdowns through the air, 6 on the ground. Well-balanced offense. And let me tell you something. Byron Brown knows what he's doing. Chaz Nimrod knows what he's doing. These are guys that you aren't hearing about that you should be listening for their names. On defense, they've been able to sack opposing quarterbacks 8 times. Think about that for a minute. They have gone against 3 of the toughest teams in the nation, got 8 sacks. They're able to break through some stronger defenses or stronger offensive lines and get to the quarterback. They got 11 pass deflections. That's not as good as it should be, but it's not bad. They got 4 interceptions, and one of them got returned for a touchdown. They got 3 forced fumbles and 3 fumble recoveries. This defense is humming. Mac Harris has got 36 tackles, 4 sacks, and an interception that he returned for the touchdown. Mac Harris is a name that you're not hearing about. You should be hearing about. Linebacker. Jalen Schuler, linebacker, 36 tackles, 1 sack, 2 pass deflections. Deshaun Rucker, cornerback, 23 tackles, 2 pass deflections. They've even got Tavin Ward, okay, number 4, number 5 are safeties. They're getting in, but looking at the teams that they played, yes, they can get into the secondary real easy because they got dudes. And they've still got them doing things, but you've still got Mac Harris as a linebacker, Jalen Shula as a linebacker, and a cornerback in Deshaun Rucker that are the top 3. It's a defense that can handle big time teams and beat them. It's big time. They can handle group of 5 teams. So Charlotte's going to have to deal with this defense, and they're going to have to deal with an offense that has been held back by much better defenses. So now they're going to be dealing with this. Look, this is going to be one of the best teams that Charlotte's going to face all year. App State's not a bad team, but they're not that good yet. North Carolina, I'm not even going to go into North Carolina. Okay, this is going to be their second best team that they're going to face. I am sorry. I just looked at their schedule. Charlotte has to face South Florida. They have to face Georgia. They also have to face Tulane, who I think is number 3 on that list of who they've got to face. And they've also got to face North Texas, East Carolina. This is not a Charlotte 49ers team that's going to a bowl game. They're going to have 1, maybe 2 wins. They might be able to beat Temple. Maybe. I doubt it. Maybe beat Army. Maybe. I doubt it. Charlotte 49ers, don't look at this as a bad year. Yes, South Florida is going to beat you. Yes, North Texas, East Carolina, UTSA, Georgia, and Tulane are going to beat you. You're going to have toss-ups with Army and Temple. But this is going to show Tim Albin what he's facing in the American. Most people have ignored the American for quite a while. But Charlotte could make a statement here in a lot of ways, but they're not going to be able to very easily. Alex Golesh is going to be doing some amazing things. Let me tell you, he learned a lot from Josh Heupel. He learned a lot as a head coach so far. So, yes, South Florida's going to win, but I think that you should be paying attention to what Charlotte's doing, even while they're losing, because next year he is probably going to have this team going a lot better, because he's going to have learned what to expect from this American Conference, and he's also going to know what kind of players he needs to get for what he's got, so he knows who to keep and who to get. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day. Bye.
I want to thank you for watching my video. And if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, and comment. Y'all have a good day now.